Notice the resemblance? This Easter egg of Studio Ghibli's founder, Hayao Miyazaki, is found in Eastwood's very first town, making it clear that Shanghai-based developer Pixpil was heavily inspired by the Studio Ghibli animations to create a beautiful world. Eastwood is also influenced by games such as Zelda and Earthbound, with its puzzle and action adventure style. For those of you that like to go in without knowing anything about the story, skip ahead to the time on screen for the rest of the review. And for everyone else, let's travel eastward together. I'm going to be honest here, the story starts out a little confusing. You should not skip the opening cutscene because if you do, you'll miss a key story element that ties together and helps visualize some of the earlier conversations, like how John met Sam. However, the opening cutscene also includes parts from the latter of the game, which makes it almost feel out of place. The basic storyline of Eastwood follows John, the silent protagonist, and Sam, a young girl whom John found one day and essentially adopted. The two develop a father and daughter-like relationship as they work out living in the underground town of Potkrock Isle, but when they are exiled to the so-called wastelands of the surface world, they discover that things up top aren't exactly what they seemed. It takes a little while to get going, but really starts to take off when you leave the first area and deeper mysteries are introduced. It's from here that John and Sam realise they must head eastward via train to the end of the world, hopping from city to city in search of an answer to all the mysteries. This game is a slow burn. The story is fed to you in pieces, and due to all the optional conversations, the pacing can feel off at times. Eastwood is a single-player game, so you'll be playing as John and Sam simultaneously. John uses a frying pan and bombs as his main combat arsenal, and Sam has psychic abilities, which can be used to stun enemies. I rarely switched between the two in combat unless it was necessary during boss fights. For the most part, John's fry pan was all I needed to get through areas. Where the game best utilises the mechanics of switching between John and Sam is when you need to solve one of the many puzzles. All puzzles are very Zelda-like. Put weights on platforms to hold doors open, hit bombs across gaps, or use each character's unique abilities to clear the area and continue on your journey. Puzzles in Eastwood aren't complicated, but you do get a sense of achievement upon completion, especially in the puzzles that are a race against the clock. Now, there is another game within Eastwood that is worth mentioning. It is called Earthborn and is played via one of the many consoles in the game. It is a clear tribute to the early Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy games. It is completely optional and is a turn-based RPG that is a welcome addition to Eastwood. Eastwood's music is a highlight. Another highlight is the fact that Chucklefish has uploaded 4 tracks of the OST to YouTube. It feels like the type of music you would put on in the background while studying or working. A mix of vibrant and upbeat tracks that helps you both feel energized and happy. I love the attention to details within this game. In one room I found both a soccer ball I could kick around, but also after interacting with an optional character, it played a small extra cutscene. There are so many hidden details you can find within the environment. It makes it worthwhile exploring every corner of this game. The speech bubble animations are also quite special. They shake with surprise, or they pip slowly during tense moments, giving subtle hints to the emotion that the character is trying to convey. Also note that the menu is really easy to navigate, and it details where to go on the map, so you can always check where the game wants you to head next. Overall, the visuals are a wonderful example on how to create excellent looking pixel games. Eastward most definitely won't be a game for everybody. It has some awkward pacing and a fair amount of dialogue that you have to read while playing the game. However, if you do make it out of that very first town and up to the surface, you will be rewarded with what is a truly charming game. With that being said, I guess our journey eastward together has reached its final destination. So don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. Oh, and if you're looking for more Eastward content, make sure you check out my Let's Play video.